Hello, welcome to Delco-Beach-Dreamers. This week we're going to do everything that's sold for the last 7 days. We had a total of 18 sales. My name is Brenda. This is Gary.
Or Skip.
Skip. The first thing we're going to talk about is some of the sales from Seashore 21. The first thing is?
This is a 45 record by Michael Jackson. Dirty Diana. He was doing some dirty dancing in it. And it sold pretty good. And the cover was a little messed up, the sleeve, but the record was good. So,
Okay. This was listed August 18th, sold on January 16th for $7.76. The next sale is...
This is a print by Henry G. Renard, kind of like a Maxwell Parrish. It measured 20 by 18 by 20. A nice carved frame.
You had that little bit of damage up there.
Yeah, it's got some damage at the top. A couple of pieces of the print paper came off, but I let them know and they still bought it. Had a lot of interest. So if you see one of these, pick them up. Look just like Maxwell Parrish.
Okay. This was listed on September the 26th and sold on January 13th. Best offer of $20.
These are 3 little picture frames, 5 by 7. I bought a few of these for like 50 cents a piece, and they sold pretty quick. Nice little one next to the bedside or on the dresser, and they're brass metal.
Those sold for $22. They were listed on November the 22nd, and sold January 11th. Next you have
some 4 vintage Dorothy Thorpe mid-century 3 1/4 glasses. I think they're eggnog or
highball.
Manhattan highball, and I can see the people sitting around having their highball in the 60s.
Okay.
They sold well.
They did. They sold rather quickly, too. These were listed on January 9th, sold January the 11th for a full asking price of $26.99 plus shipping.
And this is a new, primitive-looking platter. Bought it from a lady in Cape May who moved down here from same neighborhood I was from, and maybe only 3 blocks away, but we didn't know each other. So it was a coincidence. And she had a lot of new primitive stuff, which was fun. So paid very little, and sold it pretty fast.
You did. It was listed on January 8th and sold January 10th. What I think is pretty cool is it's got the name Hearthside, the street you grew up on.
Yeah. So a lot of coincidence there.
And she was from the neighborhood.
She was from the next neighborhood over.
Yep.
Next development
in
over.
Delaware County. We find a lot of the people that presently live here. There's a lot of people living year round here, and they're transplants. Majority of them, Delaware County. It's amazing how many people we keep running into that lived in the area, or they know somebody we know.
It's a big area.
All right, the next one is...
last but not least, it's a photograph of, a postcard of Cape May Courthouse, the old high school and grade school. And this has an interesting story. The guy who bought it has bought 2 more from the Cape May Courthouse, and he's buying them for his brother who just bought a house in Cape May. But don't tell him. He's going to get them for his birthday.
Shh.
Don't say anything. And that's really interesting. And the only way I know is because it said it was delivered and it didn't show up in his mailbox, and he's from Florida. So we were texting back and forth, and he got it maybe an hour later, the mail people put it in because they said it was already delivered, but it wasn't. So it's a nice contact from far away.
Okay.
Interesting story.
So you had a total sales of $163.59. eBay collected taxes and fees of $11.42. Selling costs, which I believe are also eBay fees on top of shipping, of $78.23, which gave you a net sales of $73.94.
Nice. Not going to retire on that, but
no,
it's fun.
You figure it's part-time, it's extra money.
Yeah, we've been doing this kind of thing for a long time.
Long time. But it's
antiques, auctions. It's fun.
It is fun. It's like treasure hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this next group of items is coming from the Delco Beach-Dreamer, Dleco-Beach-Dreamer. We had a home in Delaware County, and we relocated when I got a job at the hospital here to our North Wildwood home. The North Wildwood home was considerably smaller than what we were used to, so we bought a bigger home along the bay. We got homesick, and we actually lucked out to buy the house right next door to the home we had before. And
in PA.
In Pennsylvania, in Delaware County, right next door. And they left us a lot of little goodies inside the home, so we are putting these things up for sale, and these proceeds will go into a group account, and when we get enough money, we'll pay some bills with it that were accumulated from the house itself. This first thing is a vintage Abner hobnail glass lampshade hurricane chimney ruffled 7-inch base. And yes, you can tell I did the listing because the description makes no sense. It's all keywords. This was listed on September the 16th and sold January 10th for $18.70. Oh, this is something you would like, Gary.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, Tootsie Toy.
Mm-hmm.
Metal
Played
cars.
with many of them.
Yep, you and your dad. You had the train platform.
Yeah, the Lionel, then the HO.
It's probably where this is going to go, on a train platform.
It could.
I think
or on
so.
a shelf.
Well,
collection.
Could be.
Pretty neat.
It is pretty neat. So this is a Tootsie Toy from 1950, and it is a Chevy truck ambulance.
Mm-hmm. Army.
Yes. This sold for $9.65. It was listed on November the 21st and sold January 11th. And the buyer who bought that also bought these.
Had a good deal.
Great deal. So these are 1950 Renoir, number 4, Speed King toy metal race car, and a blue convertible. And our buyers pay for shipping. And if they pay ahead of time, we will refund the difference between the two shippings. So we do combine shipping, and we send some extra funds back to you so that you're not socked with those heavy shipping prices. This was listed also on January 21st, sold January 11th for $17.99. Okay. So
There's a sexy bottle.
A sexy bottle. It's got some curves, doesn't it?
Sure do.
Sure do. This is from the 1970s. It's like carnivals and fairs. When we were kids, you would go and they would have all these different Coca-Cola bottles, RC, 7-Up, Sprite. When you actually were given glass bottles for your soda, at the carnivals, they would stretch them out and fill them up with colored water. Like late 60s, early 70s. This one sold for $17.94. It is a Coca-Cola bottle.
Could be considered mid-century-ish, I think.
Well, 50s, 60s I thought was mid-century.
It is.
Okay. But this
67.
is definitely a Coke bottle, and it was stretched out to 19 inches. Sold for $17.94, was listed on November 21st, and bought January 15th. This is a chin globe, and the cool thing about this is it shows the orbits of the NASA, of the different rockets that went up. This is from 1960s.
Early.
Yeah, sold for
Early
18.
space.
Early space.
Space. What do they call it? Exploration.
Sold for $17.77. Was listed on July 4th and sold January 16th. This we took a best offer of $10. It is a candelier. It does work. Vintage Christmas Noma electric drip candle 5 light plastic window. Most of the times you saw these in people's windows when I was a kid.
Mid-century.
Mid-century. This was listed on September the 16th and sold January 16th. Okay, so the total sales for Dleco Beach-Dreamer was $137.27. The taxes collected by eBay was $8.67. Selling costs with shipping and eBay fees is $39.78 for a net sales of $88.82. Not bad for getting things that came from the house. Okay, the next is, this says Dleco Beach-Dreamer. I'm going to figure out how to make this my Luv2scan. Behind the scenes, it is listed as Luv2scan, but when you actually go into the sales, it says Dleco Beach-Dreamer. So this is the first one. This is a Snow Baby Once Upon a Time music box, Department 56. It's a moving figure reading books. It spins. It's played music. There was a video to show that it worked. This sold for $19.99. It was listed on November the 23rd and sold January the 11th. This next thing, I took a best offer of $49.49. It's a vintage, it was still in its original wrapper. It's one of those cuddle wraps that you would wrap around your body and your arms would come out so you could still walk around with a blanket wrapped around you. Pretty cool looking. It's vintage.
I want that.
You want that? I should have kept it for us, right? We could have been cuddling in that cuddle blanket. It's from Grand River Lodge. It measures 60 inches by 80 inches, and it sold for $49.49. It was listed on September the 11th and sold January the 11th. This next thing is pretty cool. It's a blown glass ornament. It actually has the fingerprint from the person who blew the glass ornament. I was getting some lowball order. $10 is $10.67 was the asking, and people were lowballing me like $5-6, and I just thought it was such a unique piece with that thumbprint that I was holding on to it, and it did sell for full retail of $10.67 plus shipping. This was listed on July 3rd and sold January 13th.
When do you think that was made?
I don't know, at least 50s, 40s?
I'm thinking 60s, 50s.
It's got that teardrop bottom here. Old wire hook there. I just think it's really cool. There's another shot of the thumbprint.
Neat.
Yeah, I don't know how the heck they held it and blew it, because I thought glass was hot when you blew them. All right, this next thing I have no idea what it is. I basically took the title from what it says. Beta color proofing viewer, no cord. By doing Google and eBay research, I found that these did have cords to adapt, plus there was a slot there for a cord to go into, so I made the mention that there's no cord. Took measurements. There you go. That's what the actual looks like. It would be a 3.5 mil cord that would go into there. This sold for full price of $19. It was listed on November the 21st and sold January 14th. This next is 3 scans of Red Heart Super Saver Frosty Green yarn. It sold for $16.49. It was listed for September the 17th and sold January 15th. This next is a Jennifer Moore porcelain picture frame, green ivy. It has the easel back. Let's see if I can show you. It has the easel back. Very pretty. It sold for best offer of $12. It was listed August 15th and sold January 16th, which is today. Okay, so there was $247.48 gross. eBay collected $15.30 in taxes. $1.07 went to Autism of New Jersey or St. Jude's. It doesn't tell me. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't tell me which one. I donate to a couple of my items to either St. Jude or Autism of New Jersey or the Eagles Autism Awareness. Not all of my items, but some of my items I will put in for a donation of 10% of the sales. So the selling costs with shipping, $103.33 for net sales of $128.85. Okay. That is our total sales for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to check our other videos as well. If you have any questions or any critiquing, please be gentle and kind. We are still new at creating, but we appreciate all feedback.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting.